My world shattered twice in 1 year. First, when my mom was diagnosed with a terminal illness. Second, when the company I poured my heart into for 7 years let me go. Why? Because I needed to take time off to be with her in her final days. My manager, a man I once respected, told me my personal issues were affecting my performance and that the company needed someone more committed. I was devastated. I had to choose between my job and my mom. Of course, I chose my mom. Those last few weeks with her were precious, but losing my job during that time felt like a cruel joke. After she passed, I was lost. I had no job, no mom, and a mountain of grief. The injustice of it all burned inside me, but instead of letting it consume me, I decided to use that fire to build something new. I took my industry knowledge, the skills I had honed for years, and a small inheritance my mom left me, and I started my own business. It was incredibly hard. There were days I wanted to give up, nights I cried myself to sleep, but the memory of my mom and the promise I made to her to live a good life kept me going. My little startup began to grow. I focused on one thing my old company had completely forgotten: people. I built a culture of compassion, flexibility, and support. We treated our employees like family, because I knew firsthand what it felt like to be treated as disposable. My business thrived. We innovated, we expanded, and we became a major player in the industry. Then, about 10 years later, something incredible happened. My old company, the one that fired me, was struggling. They had made a series of bad decisions. Their culture was toxic, and they were on the verge of bankruptcy. An opportunity came up to acquire them. People thought I would do it for revenge, to march in there and fire the very manager who let me go. But that wasn't my motivation. I bought the company not for spite, but for change. I walked back into that office, not as a disgraced employee, but as the new owner. I implemented new policies, prioritizing employee well-being, family leave, and mental health support. I wanted to build a company my mom would have been proud of, a place where no one would ever have to choose between their family and their job. It wasn't about getting even. It was about making things right. And in doing so, I found a sense of peace I never thought possible. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.